U.S. will not ignore China's behavior in South China Sea, Shanahan warns. The United States can't fully trust China until Beijing starts playing by the rules. That was the overarching. Speaking to hundreds of delegates at the Shangri-La dialogue, Shanahan avoided calling China out by name, but criticized some. That toolkit included island building, deploying advanced weapons systems to disputed areas, engaging in predatory economics, and the alleged state-sponsored theft of military and civilian technology, all activities the U.S. has previously accused China of undertaking. Beijing claims almost the entire 1.3 million square mile South China Sea as its sovereign territory and aggressively asserts its stake, with President Xi Jinping saying it will never give up any. Shanahan said that the Indo-Pacific region was the US's most important theater from a security perspective. Later, Shanahan did directly reference Beijing, saying that it had once been a partner with the US in the region's prosperity, but would have to change the way it operated to be that positive partner again. Behavior. The U.S. Defense Secretary said Washington and Beijing had a host of trust issues that needed to be addressed, including over 5G communications networks, an issue where Washington has been at odds with China's industry leader. On one front, at least, Shanahan played down U.S.-China tensions. Shanahan also said U.S.-China trust levels could be improved by cooperating on issues where there should be common ground, such as enforcing sanctions on North Korea. On Friday evening, Shanahan also said he discussed 5G technology with Wei. He said Hawaii. At the conclusion of his Saturday appearance at the defense conference, Shanahan took a question from a major general from China's People's Liberation Army. The Chinese general asked how Shanahan's former experience as an executive with Boeing could contribute to improving U.S.-Chinese relations.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.